Your light illuminates their imperfections, hence their attempts to dull your shine. Light 'em up.
Dirt on my name and flowers grew right out the brown soil. My vision's clear as glass, the robe is purple satin plus the crown's royal. Allow me to give you a demonstration. Holding your breath waiting for me to fail only brings hyperventilation. See, I'm a soldier that's ready for any situation. So me and life double dated my trials and tribulations. Won't be remembered for not speaking out. I Google map my whole approach, so I chose not to take the peaceful route. I promise I can't make this shit up. I shed a tear then used the mic stand to hold my chin up. They plot and strategize on different ways to make me give up. That's easier said than done, like a woman that's 9 months pregnant doing sit-ups. Yeah, I read the book of life, defeat was never in my story. Just brutal fights on the battlefield is bloody and gory. Showing off is a fool's idea of glory. Call me foolish, then in the clutch I make them drop like I was Robert Ory. See, in this world you gotta sink or swim. Boy, I'm a legend, when I die my presence never will be felt again. This greatness rare, but see I kept it in. Isolation in the demons, guardian angels been my only friend. I've been at war with myself in silence. Had a mental malfunction, forced to go into hiding. For powerless like I'm
right now, cause then you gonna understand, whoever get in my way, I'ma dog walk their ass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? It's your boy Big Mike, right in the building. What's going on, y'all? Good to see you, man. We're here. We're gonna be talking about some things, man. The voice is back. Big Mike is back. Can yell all I want now, man. We got plenty to talk about. Let me turn down my mic before I blow the mic up. Let me turn that down a little bit. Shout out to the 12 people in the room right now. We're going to let this thing warm up just a little bit. You guys already know what to do. Make sure you like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. You guys already know what to do. Let's get it there and become a member of the Big Mike Raider Fleet. Shout out to CGR. He has it pinned up at the top, and it's right there as well if you guys want to become a member of the Big Mike Raider Fleet, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got some things to talk about. Before we get into anything, man, we got CGR. Speaking of CGR, member for 4 months. He says, appreciate the content. Keep up the great work, man. Hey, I'm going to do my best, win or lose. We're here. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get past the negativity, all the nonsense that happened on Sunday. I know we want to talk about the O-line still. Everybody wants to talk about how bad the O-line is, the Chip Kelly comments that he said at the presser today. You know what? Let's focus on the game today, guys. Let's focus on what we can control, and that's, hey, we break this thing down in the best way possible, man. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. We got Anthony in the building, as always, DTJ, Rookie of the Year, #1 wide receiver, Raiders. He says, salute Big Mike and the nation, man. Salute to you, man. Thanks for popping in. CGR's in the building, of course. Low Life Rev, a member of the Big Mike Raider Fleet, is in the building, man. Let me see who else we got in the building right now, man. We got, let's see. Oh, we got Wasted Talent in the building, man. Salute to you. Thanks for popping in, bro. We got Dre for show 1, 2, 3. Salute to you, man. We got Solomon Mitchell. Let me see who else we got, man. Salute to Solomon Mitchell, man. Let me see who else. We got Raider Nomad in the building. We got Raider C-Dub in the building. Man. And then Anthony with the nonsense, Jordan Meredith, future Hall of Famer. Well, we'll see about that, right? Chip Kelly, I don't know if he's been drinking a little bit too much bourbon or what's going on with him, but he just described the man as Travis Kelce. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're not going to get too much into that, man. Shout out to Raider C-Dub. He goes, Raiders! I'm back, man. I can yell again. Voice is back. It's good to be back, y'all. Just another DJ. Salute to you. He says, Big Mike, what up, man? Salute to you. Thanks for popping in, man. To let this thing warm up, and then we're going to get into it. We're going to talk Raiders versus Bears. Raiders back at home. They keep going back and forth. That's the name of the game this season. Home away, home away, home away, home away. One of the worst traveling schedules in the NFL. You just saw it last week. Short week, going East Coast against a Commanders team who had like 10 days off before they faced us. So, hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But here we are back at home with some home cooking, and hopefully we can establish a home field advantage, man. Shout out to CGR. He says, let's get Big Mike to 6K subscribers, y'all, man. Hey, the only way you guys can do that is, man, share it with your folks. Like the thumb. Let's get into that algorithm, and let's make this thing grow, man. Hey, we had a pretty good surge at the beginning of the season. I think some of the hype kind of like wore down a little bit, but here we are, man. Make sure you guys share with your folks. Put it on all social media, and then we're going to get this thing started, man. So let's do it, man. We got Bears coming home, coming to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. So let's talk about the Bears a little bit. They're 1-2. Just came off a big win against the Cowboys. Right now, they're 9th in offense as far as points scored. 76 points scored. Majority of those points came against the Cowboys. This has been an offense that's still kind of trying to find their way under Ben Johnson, but they seem to have found that stride just a little bit. You guys already know what you're getting with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is an improviser, a guy that wants to make the play not within the pocket, but an improviser rolling out and doing stuff outside the pocket. We're going to talk about how to stop that, what we need to do to get him out of his element, get him out of his game, right? And then points allowed. This is where the Raiders can really get him this time, man. They're 93 points, tied for 28th in the league. We're going to dive deeper into that. But right now, the offense is 9th. The defense is 29th for the Bears. Special teams is 20th. We're going to talk about special teams as well because it does matter, right? So here we go. So let's talk about it, man. Let's see. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? I'm doing my show, honey. Hi. Bye. Shout out to everybody in the building. My daughter just distracted me from that, man. But it's all right, man. Let's rock it. Here we go. Shout out to Jordy Robinson in the building. Shout out to everybody that's just popped in, man. Let's talk about it. So here we go, man. So we got the Raiders playing the Bears. And this is pretty much an even matchup, right, as far as Vegas looks at it, right? It's the Raiders are a 0.5 favorite. I would say go for the over on this one. We got an offense who, with the Raiders, once things start rolling, they can get things rolling, especially against this Bears defense, who looks to be struggling just a little bit, right? We saw it. We saw basically before this Cowboys game, them struggling a little bit on defense, right? Particularly in that interior line, right? We got Gervon Dexter Sr. and Jarrett, the other D tackle. I'm sorry, it's Grady Jarrett, right? These two guys haven't been really playing very well this season, and that's where we're going to try to attack them. That's where we need to attack them on offense. So that says saying all that, right? The offensive line needs to show up. I don't want to talk too much about the offensive line. We talked it ad nauseum all week, but it doesn't get any juicier than this as far as a matchup and what you're looking for advantage-wise, right? So, we got JPJ back. He's back in the building. He's going to be a right guard. I know a lot of us don't want him there, but he's at right guard nonetheless, right? So we're going to have him at right guard. Meredith's still at center, ranked 20th out of 36 centers with the 62.6 PFF grade. So we're gonna keep our faith with him, and hopefully he shows up against Gervon Dexter and Grady Jarrett in the middle. So what does that mean, right? Ashton Genty between the tackles. We got to do it. We got to get the spacing right. We got to get those lanes right. And it's not 100% on the offensive line. Genty has to be a little bit more patient and hit that hole at the right time. He's kind of a north-south guy. When he hits that line of scrimmage, he kind of like bursts out of there, which is great. But let the lanes form just a little bit, and then boom, quick burst in there, and we can get this run game started. And you guys already know, once that run game starts, play action time all day. And guess what that means? We got an advantage right here with the safety right here, Kevin Byard, he's ranked 73rd out of 76 safeties in the league as far as PFF grade. He has a 34.6 PFF grade. So if they're in their base defense, which is a 4-3 defense, he's likely going to be on our star tight end, Brock Bowers. Now, is he healthy 100%? I don't know. Yo, I got an echo. Do I got an echo? Hold on, man. Let me fix that. Hey, let me know if I got an echo, y'all. Do I still got an echo? Let me see. Let me turn that down. Hey, do I got an echo still? Hold on. How's that sound, y'all? How's it sound? Do I got an echo, y'all? Let me know. Is it still echoing? Let me know. Appreciate that, man. It's better. Let me know. Do I got an echo? Give me a one. Give me some ones if I got an echo. Still a bit? All right. This is what we're going to do. In real time, y'all. Sounds good? It's still echoing? All right. That's what we're going to do. Oh, it's a one. Okay, we got ones. I think I fixed it. Okay, cool. We got ones. My bad, y'all. We're going to start it from the top, man. You guys heard it right here. So, sounds good on my end. Okay, you got everybody good? We got that echo out of the system, right? We got that done. Let me see. Still? All right, hold on. 1 second, y'all. We're gonna fix this. Yep. Turn that. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Still nothing? Okay, cool. All right, we good. We switched it up, man. I used my old mic. I got a new mic. I got a mixer. Somebody was messing with my dang settings, and yeah, it got all messed up. But we're back in the building, man. Let me see. Hey, we keep it real right here, man. Big Mike, the Angry Raider, keeping it real as usual. Crash that like button, bang that bell, man. Subscribe, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys sticking with me, man. We got 37 in the building. Let's start back from the top, right? All right, guys. So you guys already know we got the Bears this Sunday. Even matchup. We're a 0.5 favorite in this game. I would choose the over. The Bears defense can be had, and I think it starts at that defensive line. Their defensive line is a little weak, right? So this is a perfect opportunity for the offensive line to get their shit together. We got to get it together against this Bears defense. Jervon Dexter, Grady Jarrett, what's his name? Ode Ingbo, the other edge on the other side, not so great either. Run defense, 54.8. This front four can be had, right? And once we get to that second level, you know, we got to deal with a Tremaine Edmonds. You guys know how that is, man. One of the top linebackers, middle linebackers in this league, and they have pretty formidable linebackers, right? But once we get to the second level, man, 5 yards of pop keeps the chains moving. So what does that mean for us, right? Ashton Jeanty, early and often, right? I'm not giving up on this offensive line, right? They played a horrible game. I get it. But we can't just throw the baby out with the bathwater and be like, okay, this offensive line can't get nothing done. We still got to attack on offense. We still got to do what everybody thinks we're going to do, and that's run the ball, right? I don't really care if they're going to stack the box and things like that. We got to establish the run game right here because that's going to set up the play action, right? And they have a big, huge advantage and a vulnerability they can attack in the free safety position. If we could set up Brock Bowers in a one-on-one situation with Kevin Byard, who has a 34.6 PFF grade, one of the worst ranked free safeties in the league right now. We got to take advantage of that early and often. And even if it's not Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers in the slot, right? Get him open and often and set it up through the run. That's how I think we're going to beat this team on our offense versus this defense who's not so great. I think that, we remedy a lot of the issues that we've had on offense with the play we do against the Bears because this defense isn't that great and they got a lot of injuries. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But let me know what you guys think, man. Let me hear what you think. My bad for the sound and all that stuff, man. He said, all I need is one mic. Shout out to Nas, man. Raider Nomad in the building, man. I appreciate you. CGR says 23-20 Raiders, man. I appreciate you guys, man, sticking with me, man. We had to fix that sound situation, but Raider Nomad says JPJ. JPJ is in the building. He's going to be starting at right guard, whether we like it or not, right? And I had to go back and look at some of JPJ's because I'm trying to figure out why, right? I'm trying to figure out why Pete Carroll's absolutely not at center, right? He said that in the presser yesterday and really had me thinking, started digging a little bit deeper on why, right? So I looked at JPJ's college scouting report, right? And one thing that I do know from this offensive, this philosophy that Chip Kelly wants to do, he wants athletic offensive linemen, particularly at the center position, right? JPJ, his scouting report, one of his weaknesses is that he stands high in his stance on contact, and he's not very athletic, not very flexible, no hip flexion and things like that. And that's one of the things I think this Chip Kelly and the rest of the team, they're seeing JPJ as, well, you have great ability once you're on the field, but we need something more athletic from you, right? And I think maybe that's the reason why he's not playing center right now. Not trying to justify it. I think that he would be an amazing center once he gets acclimated to it. But there are some things that causes concern, right? The lack of hip flexion, the athleticism, right? You're going to need that from a center to move from side to side, especially in a wide zone scheme, blocking scheme. So maybe that's the reason why we have him at right guard. I want to hear what you guys think about it, though, because a lot of people are like, why don't we have the Remington Award winner at center right now, right? And why do we have him at guard? Well, he only started at one game in college at the guard position, and he only played one season at the center position. So this is a guy, and this is what they also said in the scouting report, is that he needs some more developing, right? He's not a guy that you can just plug and play, and we plugged and played him last year, right? He still needs a lot of development. He didn't start too many games in the college level, and he needs some polishing. So I think that's maybe the reason why we see what we're seeing right now, why we have him at guard and not at center, is because we need some fine polishing out of JPJ and a little bit more athleticism. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. That's what I saw, man. Let me see. We're going to win on Sunday is going to give us hope again. I agree. I think we match up very well defensively, offense versus their defense. I think we can get the run game started. Play action is going to be at a premium. Can attack these safeties. The safeties can be had. And, they have two corners that are playing pretty average right now. Average corners, Tyreek Stevenson, 60.4 overall defensive grade. One of the guys I like coming out of that draft that year. and Nashawn Wright. Those two guys can be had. They're not world beaters at the corner position. So, Trey Tucker, another big game from him could be coming, right? Jacoby Myers, if he's lined up against Bayard or, attack a zone situation, now you got something special, right? And there's nobody on that field that can go head-to-head with Brock Bowers. Now, if he's healthy, we attack that, right? I think we got a good shot at winning this game, y'all. Let me see. We got Solomon Mitchell. 2-2 is right where we want to be after week 4. Exactly, yeah. And I had us at 3-1, but I bit off a little bit more than I could chew in that one, right? I figured that, we start off pretty hot just off the compete mentality that Pete Carroll is pushing. It seems to be kind of a slow start right now, but 2-2, I'll absolutely take it, man. Let me see who else we got. Pete holding JPJ hostage, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel what you're talking about. I'm just hoping that if he is going to be playing at the guard position, he plays well, right? We're not going to see him at center. That's what it seems like is not going to happen. I would love to see him at center, but it's not going to happen, right? So, if we do have to have him at right guard, this is how I put my hands up in this situation. And I'm saying, I just want you to play well. Now, 44.1 overall PFF grade, 67th at a 76 ranked guard isn't getting the job done, but I'm hoping that things change this game, right? We got to see that tide turn just a little bit, right? Shout out to I Am Hilltop. Big Mike, you're one of the real ones. Your facts are certified. Our tough times are temporary. Raider Nation for life. I flushed it down the toilet, man. We had a bad game on Sunday. A lot to talk about, a lot of things that, we were very upset about. A lot of us jumped out of the window, said some things that are, on an emotional basis, right? We go there from time to time, right? A lot of people calling for head coaches' heads and things like that. I'm not on that boat, but when you're so passionate about this team, you're gonna get stuff like that, right? And I understand it. Whether you've been a fan for 3 years, whether you've been a fan for 50 years, right? We all want this team to win, and when we see things that aren't conducive to winning, we start trying to point the finger, right? And the first finger we wanted to point at is Brennan Carroll. Now, he's not doing a great job, right? This just the fact of the matter. But after 3 games, we can't really be like, all right, off with your head, right? We got to give him a little bit longer to figure this out. And back to the game, this is the perfect time to fix it, right? There's a lot of vulnerabilities on that front line that we can really take advantage of. And we're going to dive deeper into those numbers because I really want you to really understand that this Chicago Bears defense can be had through 3 games. They've shown that, right? And on offense, we're going to talk about it some more. They can also be had as well because you got a guy like Caleb Williams, very streaky guy, a guy that, can light you up if you let him. But if you keep him out of what he wants to do, he's going to do some things. He's going to be very errant and throw some interceptions. I believe in that. He had his first good game this season against the Cowboys. Atrocious defense, right? So I'm not really like holding too much against them or give him too much credit for that game against the Cowboys. This is the same Cowboys team that Russell Wilson threw for 450 yards. So this is, he had a great game last week, but he didn't play a good defense in that Cowboys. This is going to be a much better defense and a tougher matchup for Caleb Williams, and I think that we can take advantage of that. Let's see what else we got here, man. Shout out to Ron Justice in the building. He says, I want to see some major improvements. I've lost all faith in Spy Tech and his coaching staff. Hey, keep the faith, man. Hey, I know last week was rough, but we get another opportunity to fix things, man. On Sunday, I guarantee you we're going to come on the other side of this, and we're going to be a lot happier about the outcome, man. I have a good feeling about it, man. Let me see. We got Solomon Mitchell. He says, with hope comes heartbreak if we lose. I get it, man. How about we just sit back and watch the game and see what happens, right? I'm not even, to be honest with you, I don't even want to give a score prediction, right? I feel like we've been doing that all season, and we've been kind of close on the money with that one. But at the same time, I want to keep my expectations pretty balanced and measured at this point because after last week, that was tough, right? Now, I didn't expect the Raiders to go to Washington and win that game, but it was more of how they lost that made it very disappointing, right? It was coming out there being lackluster, showing really no effort on special teams, defense not playing their best ball, offense, the offensive line looked absolutely atrocious, right? It was everybody across the board that had to take some blame for last week's loss, right? And I know the offensive line got a brunt end of that because it was absolutely Raiders historically awful last week. But that was last week. This is this week. They have another opportunity to prove themselves. So let's see where we're at, man, after Sunday. And hopefully you keep that hope alive, man. Hopefully. Let me see. Rick Simmons, he says, we know this is a copycat league. I'm sure the Bears are going to show some of the same plays Washington did. Yeah, they can run similar, especially on offense. They can definitely run the RPO. And you're going to see some exotic looks from that Ben Johnson offense, right? Ben Johnson is an offensive mastermind, right? But the verdict is still out there on Caleb Williams, whether he's the guy or not at the quarterback position. 4 touchdowns, almost 300 yards, pretty much says that he's good to go. But I think that might be an anomaly. That's just my gut feeling on that one, and we'll see. You said you said take over in the Washington game. You said take the over on the Washington game, and you were right. Yeah, and I'm gonna say it right here. Take the over for this game. Let me see what the over/under is on that one, man. It's a pretty much an even game. It's 47.5. I think, what would that make it? 23, 24, 24, 25 type of deal. I can see a game like that, so go with the over. And just to solidify some of those stats right there, right? I'm looking at yards per play, right? And that's a really good indicator on how good of a team you are. There's a lot of measurements, a lot of different indicators on what makes you a good team and conversely what makes you a bad team, right? Through 3 games, the Bears right now are dead last in giving up yards per play, 6.7 yards per play on defense, right? That's ranked 32nd out of 32 teams, right? In context, you got the number 1 team, the Green Bay Packers, giving up 3.7 yards per play. That's the number 1 in the league right now, right? The better your defensive yards per play is that you're giving up, it really is a good correlation of what your team is going to look like for the rest of the season. Now, 3 games is a small sample size, but it's fair to say that after the end of September, you pretty much understand what kind of team you have, right? And the way it looks right here, defensively, the Chicago Bears can be had 6.7 yards per play that they are giving up, right? That's damn near first down, 7 yards right there. So now you're in a second and short situation. That opens the playbook up tremendously. So with that type of situation that we're talking about, the Raiders, if they attack this defense and get in second and short situations, the play action is right there. Brock Bowers can be in for a big game in this one, right? If he's healthy, right? Even if he's not healthy, you find him open, keep the chains moving, keep the cycle going, right? First down again, another 7 yards, second and short, open up with a play action, maybe give it to Genty. It opens up your playbook when you can get about 6 or 7 yards per play. The Chicago Bears are giving up that much, y'all. I think that we have a good shot. Now, on the other side of things, right, we got to talk about it. The Raiders are giving up 5.9 yards per play, which isn't great. That's 28th out of 32. So even more of a reason, guys, if you guys are betting on the game, if that's what you're into, go with the over, because these are 2 defenses that still kind of trying to find their way, struggling a little bit, especially that Bears defense. They're by far the worst team in the league as far as yards per play that they are giving up. So, bet on the over and have some faith in this Raiders offense to get things going together, man. So let me know what you guys think about that one, man. Let me see. We got Willie Garcia in the building. What's up, man? Hey, thank you for popping in, man. So, let's talk about the other side of it, right? I'm looking at this right now, and we can look at more of some of the team stats that I want to let me see. Total offense. Let's look at total offense right here. Let me see. Total offense, yards per play. Here we go. Man, you guys, we got 49 in the building. You guys already know what to do. Like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. So, in context, we're talking about yards per play that the offenses are getting, right? Right. So, we're looking at the number one team right now. It's the Indianapolis Colts, who we have next week. The top offense as far as yards per play, 6.6 yards per play, right? And we're looking at it. The Bears have 5.7, right? They're ranked 8th in the league. So, this is an offense that are getting things rolling, right? This is an offense that is under Ben Johnson is starting to get things rolling, right? And in that fourth game, you kind of expect to see what this offense is made of, right? So good start so far. 5.7 yards per play is top 10 in the league. So versus a defense like ours is going to be the defense got to bring their A game for here, because this offense with the youngsters that they do have in Roma Dunze and Luther Burden at the wide receiver position, right? Now, DeAndre Swift he's on the injury report, and we're going to go over the injury report a little bit, but they got Rashawn Johnson, and they got the rookie that they picked in the 7th round, Monangai or something like that. They got a 1-2 punch that can get after it as far as running backs go. So we got to bring our A game. We got to stop the run. We got to keep Caleb Williams contained. Max Crosby, I'm talking to you, man. I know you want to make a play. I know you get hungry to make that play, but we got to keep some sort of contain, because we saw similar against the Chargers. We saw Justin Herbert, contain was broken. He's rolling out. And he looks like the MVP in the league, right? Justin Herbert rolling out and finding his receivers and making plays. We got bit on that all game against the Chargers. Caleb Williams has that same type of ability to do so, an improviser and things like that. So we got to keep contained. We got to keep him within that pocket and crowd the pocket and make sure that he's feeling pressure. That's what we got to do, because when he feels pressure, he's not going to throw a quality ball, and he's susceptible to throwing interceptions. So, there's ways. The Chicago offense is pretty good so far as the numbers go, but they can also be had, because I'm not really sold on Caleb Williams, man. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me see. I'm going to be real here. I'm not going to be surprised if we lose. I just don't want to see another game like last week. Yeah, just play hard at this point, right? I'm going to enjoy the process. I'm going to enjoy what we're seeing from this team, but they got to look good. And if they're going to be in a dogfight with the Chicago Bears and they lose in a dogfight type of situation, I can kind of live with that. Now, of course, we're going to break down the plays that they miss opportunities on, and we're going to be upset about that. But we can absolutely not get blown out at home. We talked about this in the previous episode. Losing at home badly is going to be a huge detriment to how the rest of the season is going to be for attendance, Raiders fans attendance. They got to win this. They basically got to win this game. But most importantly, it can't get blown out, because what's going to happen moving forward? There's going to be people who are going to put their hands up and be like, hey, you got it, man. These tickets are too high. I'm going to sell my tickets off to the visiting team. And that's just the truth of the matter. People are already doing it, man. So let me see. Let me see what else we got here. Let's talk about some more stuff, man. Let me get a drink of water. In the meantime, we got 52 in the building, man. Make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share it with your folks. Let me see. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody coming in here showing love and support, man. A little shaky at first, but we got things warmed up and rolling, man. We got the old reliable mic up, and we're back at it, man. Let me see. We're going to look at a matchup situation. We're going to look at this defense, this Raiders defense versus this offense. Let me see. So you guys already know, right? The Raiders, are in that, that base defense.
They run a hybrid 3-4-4-3, and the stars of this defense right now, man, it's Max Crosby and Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams, he doesn't have enough snaps to get ranked, but right now so far, 86.5 overall PFF grade. Max Crosby ranked 37 out of all edges of 72.8 PFF grade. We need to have a star type of game from Max Crosby, right? It's a must at this point. We need to see him play a little bit better, right? He has the stats, but we need to see a little bit more. Isaiah Pola-Mao, struggling just a little bit, 29.9 PFF grade, ranked dead last out of all safeties in the league right now. We got to put Isaiah Pola-Mao back on the board. We're waiting for him to have an impactful game. Jeremy Chin playing very well, 69.7 PFF grade, ranked 24th out of 76 safeties. And surprisingly, hey, Caillou Blue-Kelly and Stokes, middle of the pack type of deal at the cornerback position, holding their own, playing very well, right? We need more from our other edge, right? Whether that's Tyree Wilson, whether that's Malcolm Kuntz, we need more from those guys. It can't just be Max Crosby getting after it. We need more, right? And this offensive line can be had, right? They're not playing very well. Now, they have one of the top centers in the league as far as PFF goes, right? Drew Dalman, right? One of the top centers right now, playing very well right now with a 67.2 PFF grade. But that the rest of that offensive line, they can be had for sure. Now, you got Rome Odunze playing lights out football right now, 74.2 PFF grade. Our guy, Eric Stokes, is going to have his hands full, right? And, Cole Kmet, all reliable at tight end, 65.2 PFF grade. Hey, could be a safety's nightmare, right? Especially if they go in 12 personnel and they bring in Colston Loveland, who may or may not play. He has a hip injury. He's on the injury report. But, one advantage that we do have is they don't really have much of a strong run game, right? DeAndre Swift on the injury report. He hasn't really gotten things going this season, but the way that our defensive line played, you can't sleep on them, right? Anybody can have their way against this defensive line if we let it, right? So we're going to need our guys to step up. Where's Adam Butler? We haven't heard much of Adam Butler this season. He's a 60.6 PFF grade, kind of the middle of the pack. We want to see a little bit better from him. We want to see him get on the board. We want to see more impactful plays, getting tackles in the backfield, clogging up holes and things like that. Booker, same thing, right? We need to see a little bit more from him. Jonah Lalu, 3 sacks, but we want to see some more from him. We want to see more impactful plays. Malcolm Kuntz, once again, man, we haven't seen anything from him all season, man. We want to see him get after the quarterback and make things happen on that end. But it's gonna be a full team effort as far as trying to stop this offense, because they got weapons everywhere. Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, Luther Burden, Caleb Williams. He's 11th in the league at PFF, 78.1 overall PFF grade, playing pretty good ball. So it's got to be a team effort, man. Let me hear what you guys think about it. Let me see. Rick Simmons says we need some better linebacker play. Yeah, I agree with you, right? I definitely agree with you. A lot of missed tackles. And you give up over 200 yards rushing, leaves a lot to be desired. We got to see better from our linebackers in this game, man, because we don't want the Bears to finally find their run game against us, right? Now the Commanders, that was one aspect of the Commanders I really wasn't worried about as far as matchup wise. I thought that we had the advantage of stopping the run, but they came out guns a-blazing. They ran for 200 yards on us, and I could see the same thing happen to us against the Bears if we let it. We gotta bring the hat when it comes to trying to stop the run this weekend, man. So I agree with you. Let me see. What are the chances JPJ starts? 100% chance he's gonna start, man. In my humble opinion, I think he's gonna start. Let me see. Don't wear gloves if they don't help you tackle, do you? Yeah, that's rule number 1. Same thing with catching too. Let me see. Let me see what else we got here, man. Let me see what else we got here. We got 60 in the building, man. You guys already know what to do. Like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Here we go. Let's talk about the injury report. Short list for us. It's not bad, right? Brock Bowers still got that knee he's dealing with. Full participant in practice all week. Jeremy Chin has a pectoral injury. Full participant today. Looks like he's going to be good to go for this weekend. Michael Mayer, Big Mike, hey, concussion. I said it on Tuesday. I don't expect to see him on the field this Sunday, especially the way he got his clock clean. It looks scary, right? I don't expect Michael Mayer to play this week. And then the Camry Richardson hamstring, been dealing with that hamstring. Hamstrings are a pain in the ass to deal with. That's going to be lingering for the entirety of the season. He was limited at practice today. So that's the short list of the Raiders. And that's one thing that we can be happy about and blessed about is that our injury list, our injury report has been very short this year. Opposite of the Chicago Bears, very long injury report. Linebacker TJ Edwards, hamstring, did not practice. Kyler Gordon, DB, did not practice with the hamstring. Grady Jarrett, hey, one of their starters at D-line, did not practice with the knee. Colston Loveland did not practice with that hip, like I mentioned. Darnell Wright, one of their starting offensive linemen, did not practice with an elbow. Jalen Jones, the one of their DBs, limited with the hamstring. You know how hamstrings get. That could be a little iffy, right? If he's on the field, attack it. Cole Kmet, their second tight end, right? Kind of a 1A, 1B situation with them. Full participant with the groin injury. Keep monitoring that. DeAndre Swift, limited participation with that hip injury. And then DeMarco Jackson, a full participant with that hamstring. A lot of hamstrings on this list. Gotta get strength and conditioning up with that. But I digress. You know, if a lot of these guys don't play, we gotta attack some of their vulnerabilities, right? This is a long list of injuries. If I had to guess, you know, out of the Chicago Bears that are on that list, I could see Colston Loveland sitting out. You know, and when you have a DNP as a status on Thursday, doesn't look good for you to play on the weekend. So Darnell Wright, he's a DNP, did not practice. Colston Loveland, DNP. Grady Jarrett, DNP. Kyler Gordon, key players on the Bears, right? So, you know, of course, we don't wish any kind of injuries on anybody. But the chances when you have that many guys, we got to take advantage of it. This is our chance to win this game, right? Not saying that we don't want 100% from these guys, like 100% full strength, but that's the name of the game. Sometimes you go against teams that aren't at full strength, and you got to take advantage of it. So, hey, Raiders, listen up, man. This is your game to lose. And this is also your game to easily win if you let it happen, right? Take it. You got to take this one, man. You know, the run game for the Bears on defense, they're vulnerable. Safeties, vulnerable, right? This is the time to right your wrongs from last week and pretty much all season as far as that offense goes, as far as the run game goes, right? Let's get Ashton Jeanty going. Let's get him going. You know, let's get that passing game going through play action, things like that. It has to happen on Sunday, guys. What do you guys think about it? We got to have it this weekend, man. We got to have it this weekend. I'm staying positive. I'm not thinking about last week. We got to have this one, man. Shout out to Plugs. He says, let Tonka and JJ play. Absolutely, man. I would like to see JJ play particularly, you know, both, right? Tonka, I thought he looked good in the preseason, you know, and I don't see why he's not in the rotation right now. And JJ Pegues, you know, we're talking about trying to get a lead blocker in there. Do play fullback in college. Let's throw some plays in there and we can get him as a lead blocker, right? Get him going and knock some heads, right? That's what I want to see. It will be good to see that. Let me see. I honestly feel if we're going across the country to play, we lose. But at home, we're going to pull this one off. Yeah, I got us winning this game, man. I don't have a score, but I got us winning this one. Shout out to Ron Justice. He said we need a week one defense to show up. Yeah, I still have faith in that. What are the odds that chicken parm dinner blocks someone this week? Oh man. Oh man. Hopefully it's a good chance, man. But all season, my man hasn't been looking good. Now we talk about, Meredith and JPJ and that whole controversy, right? Nobody's talking about how bad Parham's been playing all season. And definitely nobody's been talking about how bad DJ Glaze has been playing, right? And what sucks about all of this, right? I'm looking at PFF grades and I'm looking at Colton Miller. He has an 82.6 PFF grade, ranked second out of 70 tackles in this league. And nobody's talking about Colton Miller. Nobody's talking about how great Colton Miller's been playing this season. If it was any other circumstance, if we were lights out with running the ball and things like that, we'd be talking about Colton Miller making his first Pro Bowl. And it's a damn shame that it's getting overshadowed by the rest of these fools playing like absolute garbage. Let me see. Shout out to Anthony, Tyree, and Koontz need to show up Sunday, man. Yeah, it's time. It's time. They've been missing. They've been on a milk carton all season. Solomon Mitchell put JJ as fullback. I'm with it, man. I'm absolutely with it. Tyree and Malcolm ain't done nothing. Might as well get Tonka in there. Exactly. I agree with you, man. Let me see. He's trash, straight up. Shout out to Coach, man. Good to see you, man. Let me see. Parham and Glaze equals glazed ham. Yeah. It's looking like turkey dinner. Everybody's falling asleep at that line for sure, man. Shout out to Wasted Talent. He says we need to dial up some pressure with Adams. I would love to see him, definitely just not even just the A gap, right? Show A gap, hit the C gap, hit the B gap, right? Let's see some more exotic looks with tackle and linebacker, right? Some sort of attack one side of the A gap, and Adams hits the other side of the A gap and really get that offensive line flustered. I would love to see a guy like Jamal Adams get multiple sacks in a game, right? He has the ability to do so. I want to see some more reps from him. I want to see him out on the field a lot more. I think that, we need to do something like that for a spark. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen too much of it, but when he's out there, he's great, right? It would be a great spark for this defense to see Jamal Adams playing there a lot more. And I feel like the more he's out there, the better chances we have to make plays. He could be a guy that could turn the game on upside down, right? He gets a turnover in key situations. We go up 7, we score, and then we come back on defense. He gets a turnover, and now we got a short field. Now we're up 14 at home. He's one of those guys that can really flip a game, and we need to find ways to make sure he does that. I agree with you, bro. Let me see. Laki Tassi at fullback, bro. I would go for the sake of starting the damn, getting the run game started, I would go 32 personnel and, just 31 personnel and just have a power back and a fullback. Fuck it. Let's get Laki Tassi and JJ Pegues back there as fullback and power back and let Ashton Genty take care of business, right? Open up some holes for him. We got to get the run game started, man. I need to see it. I need to see it. 31 personnel, shoot, go 32 if you need to. Just let's give the week off to the wide receivers at this point, man. I want to see somebody get knocked on their back. Period. We need to start this run game. I know it sounds ridiculous, but they need to have some packages in there to where we're establishing some sort of dominance in the line of scrimmage. That will get some good confidence for this offensive line, right? When you can really impose your will on a defense that isn't so great. You go out there, open and play 2, 3 plays, 4 plays at a time. Put them on their back 1 play. They got to come back, dust themselves off, and then you put them on their back again. You do that over and over again. By that 3rd, 4th quarter, man, everything works. You can play action. Linebackers are gassed. You throw it right over the top of their head, right between that safety and linebacker. Now you got something special, right? I would love to see something more versatile than what we're doing, right? It's really soft football that we're seeing right now, and I want to see somebody on their back. So let's run 32 personnel at some point. Let's put JJ Pegues there. Let's put Laki Tassi in there, right? He's not on the 53. He's in the practice squad, but let's see something similar to that. Let's see some hard-nosed football for just a little bit, because I think that's what's kind of missing with this offensive line, right? There's no better confidence booster than going to your offensive line and saying, we're going downhill today. We're going downhill today, and it's on you. And then once it happens, I'll tell you what, that will be a huge confidence booster for this offensive line. Just for a couple plays, just for a few plays. I'm not saying all game. Now, if it dictates that, go ahead. But for a little bit, I'm all for it, bro. I am all for it. Let me see. JJ at fullback, Tassi as a blocking tight end, man. You taking it back to the leather helmet days, man. Hey, I'm with it, man. I'm with it, bro. Can you imagine Laki Tassi at fullback blowing up a middle linebacker? That would be the best thing on earth that I've seen in a very long time. That would be fun, man. Shout out to Dan in the building, man. Dan Tessier in the building. Anthony said, we got to slam Caleb Williams on his back. Like the jabroni he is. Hopefully I did it like Wasted does it, man. No, I can't do it like how he does it. But yeah, you get it. Caleb Williams needs to be on his back and often pause if necessary. I'll leave that at that. Anyway, I am Hilltop. Genty needs to run behind some dynamic blocking schemes. We have to step it up or recruit some additional head knockers. I'm all for it, man. Let me see. Man, you guys are getting real imaginative with how we should win this game. I love it, man. Do whatever we got to do to win. Shout out to Low Life Rev, a member of the Big Mike Raider fleet, man. Salute to you. Let me see. We're going to knock the fingernail polish off of Caleb Williams' throwing hand. Yeah, man, the fingernail polish. He's going to be wanting to run back to his pet cat. He's going to want to run back to his Hello Kitty collection and his pumpkin spice lattes and all that good stuff. He's definitely going to want to get on his throw blanket and all that nonsense. The softest quarterback in the league. Yeah, he's that guy, right? And a couple hits here and there, he's not going to play the way you think he's going to play. Caleb Williams is soft. I hope Bears fans are in here, man, because this man is soft. You hit him a couple times, he don't want to play no more. So let's get it done. Man, got my throat hurting again, man. Let me see. Dan Tessier, get Caleb's back dirty, man. Hey. We got to do it, man. We got to do it. Chase Williams a few times. See, I want to keep him in the pocket. My thing is prove it. Prove that you can stay in that pocket and make a play, right? We've seen him throughout his whole career, whether it's with the Bears or he was at USC or he was with the University of Oklahoma. This guy wants to leave the pocket. He wants to be that improviser and throw the ball on the run and play backyard Madden Patrick Mahomes-esque football, right? That's what he wants to do. I don't want him running. I want him standing in the pocket and being a quarterback because he can't do it. So keep him in that pocket. Keep contained. Hey, Max Crosby, go ahead, right? Go full steam ahead, right? But Malcolm Kuntz or whoever's on that other side, keep contained, right? We want to make sure that he stays in that pocket and he feels the pressure. So he has to throw a good ball, man. That's where I want to see him. That's where I want to see Caleb Williams. He says Caleb Williams wears a Snuggie in the meeting room. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. He probably wears a Snuggie. He probably has like pajamas with footsies and this dude's softer than a snuggle bear, bro. This I can't believe that it's came down to him being an NFL quarterback, man. This dude is soft. And hit him a couple times, he's not going to want to play no more. That's really what it comes down to. Shout out to Guareb in the building, man. I haven't seen Guareb in a minute, man. Keep bit. You know what I'm talking about, Gareb. The Raiders have to keep the NFL happy. Here we go. By losing to the Bears, so it doesn't look like Tom Brady wasn't leaking info. My man got his tinfoil hat on, man. We'll see. Hey, it happened in Washington. Got to keep the media happy. Just watch Gareb with the tinfoil hat, man. Hopefully you're wrong, but we'll see, man. Good to see you anyway. Either way, man, you always got an interesting way of looking at things, and I respect it, bro. Let me see. Raider Nomad, if he rolls right, Max will get him. That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, keep contained. Have him go right. Go right, but you're gonna run right into a wall. You know, that's the only reason. That's the only way I want to see him trying to take off. Let me see. Caleb eats spinach dip in. Wait, I like spinach dip. Yo, that spinach dip in the sourdough bread bowl, man. Speaking of that, bro, I had a fire. We went up to Pismo Beach, about an hour and a half away from where I'm at. And man, I had the best clam chowder in a sourdough bread bowl. That clam chowder was banging, bro. And that sourdough bread bowl was off the chart. So yeah, but I digress. Anyway, you might be right, bro. Let me see. What's up, doggy? Keep going. Keep doing your stuff, Broham. Hey, Jafar Scar, Killmonger in the building, man. Thanks for popping in, man. Hey, I do my best over here, man. Thanks for the support, bro. Let me see. Did you happen to send the cards out? Bro, I was going to send them out, and I got sick last week. Tomorrow, bro, I'm sending them out, man. My bad. I know it's been I got you, man. I got you. I didn't forget about you. I'm sending them in tomorrow, bro. Send them in tomorrow. I'm going to try to rush deliver them too, man, because that's on me. Let me see. Garb is typing live from his fallout shelter. Garb, man, come on, man. Where you been? You been eating canned vegetables in your bunker, bro? What's going on, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. It says Raiders make every other team's problems look like they're Sunday's best, man. Hey, we got to change that somehow, bro. Guareb with the negativity, the wet blanket. Man, you got to love it. It's fucking delicious. I'm projecting. Yeah. Hey, that's why I'm here, bro. You said sourdough bread bowl and artichoke dip or whatever you said. I was like, hey, that sounds like a good time, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, it's all cool, man. No worries, man. Hey, it's all love, bro. I got you tomorrow, bro. That's on me, bro. That's on me. Let me see. Shout out to SinCal805 with the $5 haymaker. Yes, sir. You can't hear it because I don't have the mixer on. Round of applause. $5 haymaker from SinCal805. He says Splash Cafe at Pismo. Big. Yes. SinCal knows what I'm talking about. Splash Cafe, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Best clam chowder I've ever had. For sure. Man, he knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to SinCal805 with that haymaker, man. He knows what I'm talking about, man. He's in that 805. He knows exactly what I'm talking about, man. Shout out from Drew from the East. Salute to you, man. Let's see, man. We got SinCal805 with that $5 haymaker, man. Let me see who else we got here, man. Clam chowder from Splash Cafe or Brad's. Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind, man. Let me keep that in mind. Yeah, man, we went there for 4th of July. We went up there to that to the Splash Cafe. I got me a po' boy. And I think my mom got the sourdough bread bowl with the clam chowder. And bro, like it was off the hook, man. She let me try some. I was like, hey, I'm gonna finish that if you don't. Man, but it was good, man. It was good. Let me see. Big Mike in the nation. Raiders. Shout out to Freight Train. Thanks for popping in, man. Shout out to Guara, man. At least I'm genuine. It's not hate, it's anger. 23 years. Come on, what the F, bro? I can't. Wasted said it the best, bro. I can't tell you how to Raider. Can't tell any of you guys how to Raider, right? Everybody has their way of coping with things. Everybody has their way to looking at things. And I can't tell you how to think, bro. But what you can do, you can express yourself right here in any way you can, as long as you keep it respectful and things like that. I'm just glad you're back. I haven't seen you here in a while, man. You definitely love You fucking wasted. You, Gorham, you definitely have an interesting way of looking at things, man. But shout out to Wasted with the $5 haymaker. That's the chowder you guys don't want. I'll tell you that. Caleb loves that kind of chowder, guys. That special kind of that special kind of chowder. Shout out to Wasted. Oh no, man. Oh no, I wasn't gonna read it. I probably shouldn't even put up on the screen, but it is what it is. Hey, man, guys, before we get out of here, man, I want to hear what you guys. Oh my god, bro. Give me score prediction, y'all. I won't give you my score prediction, but I'm interested in what you guys think about this game. Where do you have score-wise? Let me know. And let's make it a little bit more interesting. What does Genty do in this game, man? I think this is the game where he finally breaks out. We're talking about Genty having his coming out party. Welcome to the NFL in a positive way for Ashton Genty. I think this is the game where he does it. Let me know some score predictions, y'all. And let me know what you think Ashton Genty is going to do this week. I think spotlight's on him. I think he gets the job done this week, man. Let me hear it, man. Shout out to Dan Tessier. Wasted. I can't even like that, but funny as that. Yo. Oh, man. Yeah, you definitely don't want none of the chowder, man. Hey, so, yeah, you got Ken says just win, man. Hey, I feel that, bro. I feel that. Just win. That's kind of where I'm at right now, man. I feel that. Freight Train 24-17 Raiders. Okay. I like it. Drew from the East says Genty over 101 touchdown. I'm leaning towards 80-2. I think 80-2 is kind of where I'm at with that one. Let me know what you guys think, man. Let me see. 24-13 Raiders. Genty goes 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. I like it. I like it. I think Genty, this is the game where he gets it done, man. Ron Justice 34-21 Bears. Woo! Ron Justice with all the hope gone, man. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. Raider Nomad, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a start. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let me see. Drew from the East, 28-17 Raiders. I like it. Getting back on the board, man. Let me see. Shout out to Guarab in the building. He says, look, we all need to be on the same page and pound the table forever and a day for our quarterback of the future. Geno's a good quarterback, but smart teams have their smooth transition, and it's just mindless, obvious thinking. I hear you, bro. We'll see. We'll see. Long season ahead. You know, I haven't lost hope completely. I'm still going to be here either way. So we'll see, man. Shout out to you, bro. Let me see. We got Ron Justice Genty for 73 yards. Okay. I like it. Genty getting over 100 yards, 24-17 Raiders. I like it. Genty, 85 yards and a TD. I love it, bro. I love it. 24-21 Bears. Okay. Losing a game in a close one at home. Okay. Oak Raider 1960, 34-10 Bears. Jesus. Man. 31-14 Bears. Oh, man. Damn. Anthony says my prediction, Raiders win. I think we have a good chance to win this game. I'm going to say we win. I'm not going to say what the score is. I'm not going to jinx that these days. Let me see. Anthony Martinez says, hope so, man. He says, yeah, I hope so too. Genty with 38 yards and a touchdown. Woo. Woo. Dang. We'll see, man. We'll see. Let me see. I don't like being optimistic and full of hopium. Killed my feelers hurt. I love this team, but dang, man. Hey, bro, I feel you, man. I get it, man. Trust me, I do. Everybody has their own way of trying to figure things out, bro. I get it. F the Bears at the end of the day, man. Shout out to you guys. I wanted to say one more thing about this game, and I have it on my mind. Special teams, right? Special teams was complete garbage, right? There's no way around it. Lack of effort. Special teams is a want to, right? It's something that, you know, it's not really so much about, learning scheme and timing, like offense and defense and things like that. It is a completely an effort situation, right? We clearly just simply haven't seen the effort, especially last week on the special team side, right? We need to see a better effort on special teams because guess what? The Bears have a premier punt kick returner on their team. A lot of people aren't talking about this, but this is a guy that can actually break this game. And I'm talking about Devin Duvernay. He was a former Raven. He was a great kick punt returner over there. And he can break this game if we let him, man. We gotta stop it. Hey, kick away from him. Kick away from him if you have to. If you're gonna kick at him, we gotta see some effort, man. Let's not let special teams whoop our ass this week, man. Because Devin Duvernay can break this game if he wants to, if we let him. If we let him. But that's my take on that one, man. Let me hear what you think. Low Life Rev 2114 Raiders. Says Ron Justice. Yes, F all other 31 teams. Exactly, bro. Oak Raider 1960. Why do the coaches get stupid when they come to the Raiders? I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. But I hope they know better than what we do, man. Shout out to 1 and 2, man. Thanks for popping in, man. Let me see. Solomon Mitchell in the building. Let me see. For real, yeah, man. Low Life Rev says Genty with 2 touchdowns, man. Let me see. Guara with the last word, and I'm going to get up out of here, man. We're going to get some last words in, and we're about to get up out of here, y'all. No excuses. Not even Bears winning by a point. No excuses. Can't use penalties, turnovers, sacks, bad O-line, bad D-line, coaching. No nothing. Even your backups should win, period. I agree with you, man. And I hope that we see a change in that this weekend, man. We need to see it. We need to see it. Raider Nomad, need more lift on kickoffs or keep them low and hot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kick it in it. Well, I don't know if you do kick in the end zone because you get the ball at the like 30. It's a whole like rule and field position thing. But yeah, we got to kick it away from Duvernay, and we got to, like you said, low and hot will be a good one, enough to where, they're kind of fumbling around for the ball and, those guys are flying down the field and making tackles. We need to see that. Let me see. Final words, and we're getting out of here, man. We got to smack the taste out of Ben Johnson's mouth. Yeah, we got to prove that we got the right coach, man. That's another thing, right? Everybody wanted Ben Johnson, and so far he's been looking okay. But, I want to prove to the league. I want to prove to Ben Johnson. I want to prove to everybody that had us marked for Ben Johnson and got the rug pulled from up under us that we made the right decision with Pete Carroll. We got to have this win, man. Let me see. Drew from the East. Big Mike, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate the support. I do, man. I really do, man. Oak Raider 1960, great show, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody in the building. Appreciate all 56 of you guys watching and showing love, man. Make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. I'm sure a lot of people are watching that Thursday night game. I'm gonna stop doing Thursday shows. We're gonna move it to Wednesday or Friday. It's the second time we didn't have the numbers the way I wanted it to, or usually looks like. So maybe it's a Thursday night football thing, man. Don't defer the kickoff. Shout out to Jessame Patak in the building. Don't defer the kickoff. Yeah, come out and punch him in the mouth right away, man. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that's the case. I would love to be sound in all 3 phases, and I really hope they prove me wrong. Put up or shut up. Absolutely, man. I agree with you. Let me see. 1 and 2. Ben Lurkin, Mike. Here all the while, just tired of what we may about to be bearing witness to. See what you did there, man. Hopefully we fix things. Hopefully, the people that are kind of out on the Raiders at this point, we can bring you back after this Sunday, man. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If it bounces in the field of play first and it goes into the end zone for a touchback, it goes to the 20. Hey, if we can make that strategically happen, man, I'm cool for it. He says, what day are your shows normally on and time, Big Mike? I like to do like a Monday show after the game. The day after the game, and then a Wednesday breakdown. And then I do occasionally me and Wasted will do wake up with Wasted and Big Mike on Sunday morning. So those are the 3. Might do an extra one during the week. But hey, hit the bell if you're you're looking for me, man, hit that bell, get the notifications going, man. We're here for at least 2 to 3 times a week. And hopefully you come back around, man. I know haven't been around in a minute, so be good to see you, man. Let me see. Great show. Keep safe. See y'all in the next one, man. Shout out to Solomon Mitchell, man. Thanks for the love and support, man. I appreciate you, bro. Let me see. Big Mike saw your interview on Houston radio. I didn't know Willie D. Oh my God, bro. Lead to Accelerator with the nonsense. Must have been hurtful, man. God dang it, Accelerator, man. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Ron Justin says, great show, Oos, man. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. But guys, that is the show. We're on around 6:30 every time, man. Mondays, Wednesdays, and on the weekends, we do that Sunday morning show. So if you guys didn't know, now you know. Hit that bell. If you guys are looking for me, man, you'll get that notification, and we'll keep it rocking, man. Let me see. Last words. Keep Max rushing and not dropping in the cover. Absolutely, man. I've had enough of that. Let me see. Shout out to the Asylum is live. Get on our panel. Steve Billings, Asylum, we dare you. Are you scared? I'm going to go take a nap, bro. I appreciate the invite. I've been up since 3 o'clock a.m. So we want all the smoke and drama. I'm not about the drama. I'm going to sleep, bro. But with that, y'all, thanks for the support. We got Lecky T in the building, man. Hey, go check the rewind if you're just popping in, man. It's all good, bro. Since your buddies can't, hey, man, you know, you're safe here either way, man. It's all good. It's all love either way. But with that, guys, that's the show. I will see you guys possibly Sunday morning. And if not, you'll see me after the game, and we'll talk about it, man. Let's do this, Raiders, man. Let's turn the ship the right direction. Hey, and let's make this thing happen. But until then, you guys be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Your light illuminates their imperfections, hence their attempts to dull your shine. Light 'em up.
They threw dirt on my name and flowers grew right out the brown soil. My vision's clear as glass, the robe is purple satin plus the crown's royal. Allow me to give you a demonstration. Holding your breath, waiting for me to fail only brings hyperventilation. See, I'm a soldier that's ready for any situation. So me and life double dated my trials and tribulations. Won't be remembered for not speaking out. I Google map my whole approach, so I chose not to take the peaceful route. I promise I can't make this shit up. I shed a tear, then used the mic stand to hold my chin up. They plot and strategize on different ways to make me give up. That's easier said than done, like a woman that's 9 months pregnant doing sit-ups. Yeah, I read the book of life, defeat was never in my story. Just brutal fights on the battlefield that's bloody and gory. Showing off is a fool's idea of glory. Call me foolish, then in the clutch I make them drop like I was Robert Ory. See, in this world you gotta sink or swim. Boy, I'm a legend. When I die my presence never will be felt again. This greatness rare, but see, I kept it in. Isolation and the demons, guardian angels been my only friend. I've been at war with myself in silence. Had a mental malfunction, forced to go into hiding. For
I hope
powerless
you're
like
watching right
outside
now,
and
because
losing
then you're gonna understand whoever get in my way, I'ma dog walk their ass.